Good morning. I am Sagar Dadvi. I'm batch July 2021. Today's date is 11th of October 2021, and today's video topic is string in Java. Uh, Literature define string as index collection of the character is called string. Many languages implement this string in different way. Some primitive languages implement string as character array, and some languages like high level languages does not follow the earlier path. Java implement string as a object of class string. So the next question may came in your mind, why Java follow the class or object path to implement the string. The answer is simple. The most used data types in Java is string, and to manipulate the string object, Java support inbuilt string class, which is available in java.lang package, which has many inbuilt method which helpful for the programmer to manipulate the string objects. That's why Java follow the object path to implement the string. There are two way to create the string in Java. The first one is by using the literal constant, and second one is by using the new keyword. Let's see one by one. The first one by using the literal string literal. When we write down the code like string s is equal to hepshine in double quote, then equivalent string which is equivalent to the hepshine is get created in string constant pool, provided that there is no earlier object which is equivalent to the hepshine. And when we create the string object by using the new keyword, then the one object is compulsory get created in the heap area, and another object is get created in string constant pool, provided that there is no equivalent object already present in the string constant pool. Again, when we use the new keyword, then we have the five types of constructor available in the string class. The first one is a non-parameterized constructor. Suppose we have the code, we write down the code like string s is equal to new string, and we can no parameter to the string constructor. Then string is get created which is equivalent to the empty, means by using the no parameter we can create the empty string. The second one is parameterized string constructor. Suppose we have the hepshine and we want to create the string object which is equivalent to the hepshine, then we can write down string s is equal to new string, and in double quotes we can pass the hepshine as a parameter to the constructor of the string. Then we will get the equivalent object of hepshine. Again, string class support the three copy constructor. What is meant by copy constructor? Copy constructor means we can pass the object of one class as a parameter to the constructor of the another class. We know that we can create by using the copy constructor of the means we can create the string object of string builder, string buffer, and array object into the string s or string object. What is the syntax for that? Yes, suppose we have the string buffer object sb, then we can convert that sb into the equivalent string object by using the syntax string s is equal to new string and sb, where sb is the object of string buffer. Similar to the string buffer, we can pass the object of string builder as a parameter to the constructor of the string. Then we will get the equivalent string of string builder. And fifth constructor in string classes, we can pass string array to the string constructor. Then we will get the string object which is equivalent to the array, and the syntax for that is string s is equal to new string, and suppose we have the character array ch is equal to or character array ch contain the hepshine, then we can directly pass ch as a parameter to the string constructor. Then we will get the string object which is equivalent to the array. So these are the five types of the constructor. Again, one of the we can say that one of the core characteristics of the string is string are the immutable. We know that in array, for the iterating the array we use the length variable which is of final type, and in string means to iterate the every character in the string we use the length function. We know that the first difference between the array length and string function string length is the method, and where array length is the variable. But I would like to focus the similarity between the length and the length function. Both are of the final type, and both of the final types conclude something. Array final conclude that we cannot change the length of the array once we declare. Is it restriction on the array? So we can say that yes, it is a restriction on the array. If we declare the array, then we can't change the size of the array, and we can handle this limitation by using the collection framework. But as far as the string is concerned, string length function is also of the final type. But can we say that is it a restriction or limitation on the string? Prima facie seems to be, but this such is not the condition. Due to the immutability of the string, which is play the vital role, that's why string constant pool is a special types of memory, or special types of we can say that the facility provided by the JVM to only the string class, which is very helpful in the programming languages like Java. So, and we have the various method in string class that we will discuss later on. Thank you. That's it for today. We will meet soon.